Welcome back to the Real Estate Beast podcasts. I'm Michel Kmiotek, and today we're diving into a topic that's close to my heart: getting into real estate investment. Many people think about investing, but end up never ever taking that leap of faith. Now, I was in the same boat once. It took me nearly 10 years of reading and learning about the subject, and probably just as long to build enough cash to get started. Today, I want to share my journey with you, discussing the mindset required to understand real estate and how my perspective has evolved from my first investment to where I am today. Let's start with my initial hesitation. When I first considered real estate investment, I was filled with apprehension. The fear of the unknown, the financial risks, and the possibility of failure were all very real. Not to mention that I really didn't have any money to my name. I didn't have a background in real estate and I wasn't sure where to begin. I'm sure many of you can relate to these feelings. For about 10 years, I immersed myself in learning everything I could about real estate. I read books, attended seminars, and sought advice from mentors. This period was crucial because it helped me build a solid foundation of knowledge. During this time, I was also saving diligently. Understanding the financial preparedness is key in this field, and it wasn't easy and it required a lot of patience and discipline. Fast forward to my first investment. Taking that leap of faith was both exhilarating and terrifying. I remember the day I closed on my first property. The excitement of finally becoming a real estate investor was mixed with a lot of anxiety. What if I made a mistake? What if I lost all my money? These thoughts were constant companions. However, once I completed my first deal, something changed in my mindset. I realized that fear of taking the first step was much greater than the reality of it. I faced challenges, no doubt, but each one was a learning experience that made me a better investor. The lessons learned from my first investment were invaluable and shaped my approach to future deals. Over time, my investment strategy has evolved significantly. Initially, my focus was simply on acquiring properties and hoping they would appreciate. Now, my approach is much more sophisticated. I evaluate properties based on various criteria, including location, potential for rental income, and long-term growth prospects. Today, I see my investments as part of a broader portfolio strategy. It's not just about buying properties, it's about building a sustainable long-term investment plan. Continuous learning and adapting to market changes are crucial. What worked 10 years ago may not be as effective today, and being flexible is key. Now let's talk about some mindset tips for those of you aspiring to get into the real estate investment game. First, education and knowledge is paramount. Take the time to research and understand the market. This is not done in an overnight seminar. Read books, listen to podcasts, attend seminars, and learn from experienced investors. A few resources I recommend include, of course, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, The Millionaire Real Estate Investor by Gary Keller, and Real Estate Investing for Dummies by Eric Tyson and Robert S. Griswold. That's just a start. That doesn't get you there, however. Second, financial preparedness is essential. Start by saving and building your capital. Budget wisely and look into different financing options. Now, having a solid financial base gives you the confidence to make informed investment decisions, but you're still not there. Third, overcoming fear is crucial. It's normal to feel scared when stepping into something new, but don't let that fear paralyze you. Sure, you might lose all your money, but in the end, hey, it's just money. Take calculated risks and understand that mistakes are part of the learning process. Each challenge you face is an opportunity to grow. Lastly, maintain a long-term vision. Real estate investment is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It requires patience, perseverance, and a long-term perspective. Don't expect immediate results. It won't happen. Focus on building a sustainable investment portfolio over a long period of time. So how do you get started? Here are some practical tips. Begin with thorough research. Understand the market you're interested in and identify potential investment opportunities. Next up, start small. Consider making smaller, manageable investments initially to build your confidence and experience. Why not go into parking lots? Might just work for you. Next up, network with investors. Join real estate investment groups. If you can, attend networking events if you get an invitation, and seek mentorship from experienced investors. With the internet, you can pretty much contact any investor out there. They might not answer, but some will help you, and you can get an insight into valuable knowledge that they have built up over years. Now let's talk about fear. When I started investing, fear was a constant companion. Fear of losing money, fear of making mistakes, fear of the unknown, it was all there. But over time, through education, experience, and perseverance, I've managed to conquer these fears. Now the key to overcoming fear was action. Taking that first step, no matter how small, begin to build your confidence. Each investment, whether successful or not, will teach you valuable lessons, and it chips away at the fear that you initially have and that holds you back. I realized, for instance, that making mistakes is part of the process, and each challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. As I continued to invest, I started to see the tangible benefits of my efforts. The properties I invested in began to appreciate in value. Yoo! And I built up significant equity. Cool. If I sell it, I make money. Didn't even have to work for it. Now this equity gave me leverage, the ability to finance new investments and grow my portfolio. In addition to equity, cash flow became a critical component of my investment strategy. Rental properties provided a steady income, which not only helped cover expenses, but also generated profit. This positive cash flow was a game changer, providing financial stability and the ability to reinvest in the new properties. Now, let's get back to knowledge. Knowledge is power, especially in real estate. Over the years, I've gained a wealth of knowledge through experience, research, and learning from others. I'm not trying to pat myself on the shoulder here, but it is what I see in other intelligent investors, the ones that go a long time. They build up knowledge and act on it. Understanding market trends, property value, financing options, and negotiating tactics has been crucial in making informed investment decisions for all of us. Mentorship and networking have also played a significant role. Connecting with others, most of them successful investors, and learning from their experiences provided insight and strategies that I could apply to my own investment. So why make a mistake myself when I can learn from other people's mistakes? Never underestimate the value of a strong network. Now, with the equity and cash flow and the knowledge that you accumulate, you will be able to explore a wide range of investment opportunities beyond traditional rental properties. One such opportunity for me has been a particularly exciting one, and that is flipping land. Now, flipping land involves buying undervalued parcels of land, making improvements, or simply holding them until the market value increases, called land banking, and then selling them for a profit. This type of investment can offer substantial returns, often with less competition and fewer complications compared to flipping houses. Here's how I got started with a land flip. I did my research. I began by researching areas with growth potential, understanding zoning laws, very important, and of course the market trends and future development plans were crucial. I did my due diligence, so conducting through the due diligence on each parcel of land ensured that I was aware of any potential issues or restrictions. Next up came financing, so I leveraged the equity of my other properties, provided the capital needed to purchase these parcels of land. I did of course some improvements and then the sales. In some cases I had minor improvements to the land to increase its value. This can be so simple as just doing some gardening. In other cases I held the land until market conditions were favorable for a profitable sale. Now the beauty of flipping land is that it can be less intensive than other types of real estate investment. There are no tenants to manage. Whew! No buildings to maintain, so good, and often fewer regulatory hurdles. However, it is important to have a clear understanding of the market and a solid strategy to maximize returns. It's never without risk. While real estate is certainly about tangible assets, it's the people involved that really matter. The buyers, the sellers, the renters, and investors. Those are the ones who truly make it happen. So, it's also about understanding human nature. human nature has proven to be the key to unlocking real estate wealth. In the end, it's humans selling or buying real estate from each other. It's not the houses that go and sell themselves. Let's dive into how recognizing value and leveraging my skills have brought these insights to fruition. One of the most significant shifts in my real estate journey has been learning to see value beyond the physical properties. Nowadays, I can recognize potential and know how to bring that value to fruition by being smart and leveraging my knowledge and experience. Initially, my focus was solely on the properties themselves, their location, condition, and market value. But as I gained more experience, I realized that these factors are just part of the equation. The true value in real estate comes from understanding and effectively engaging with the people involved. My accumulated knowledge of the market is crucial, but equally important is my understanding of how people tick. Trusting in this combined knowledge allows me to make more informed decisions. So here's how I utilize these insights. Buyer psychology, understanding what motivates buyers, their needs, and their decision-making processes. This helps in presenting properties in a way that appeals to them, whether it's highlighting certain features or positioning the property in a particular light. Knowing the buyer's mindset is key. Next up is the seller dynamics. Sellers have their motivations and pressures. Understanding these can help in negotiations and structuring deals that meet their needs while still being favorable for me as an investor. I have learned that quite often it's not just about price. It's about getting out of an ugly situation or about making sure that within a certain time frame, a certain amount of money will arrive in their bank account. It's not always about achieving the highest price possible. For rental properties, knowing what renters look for, such as proximity to amenities, safety, and modern features, helps in maintaining high occupancy rates and attracting quality tenants. You don't always need to have high-end appliances to satisfy renter needs. A simple kitchen from IKEA will do the job just as well. Let's talk about investor insights quite briefly. When working with other investors, understand their goals and their risk tolerance. This can lead to more successful partnerships and joint ventures. A successful deal made today can lead to 10 more successful deals with them and their partners. So keep an eye out for investors that are keen to invest and are smart and did not start out yesterday. You can learn from them and they can learn from you. You can grow together. Now, real estate transactions might revolve around buildings and land, but it's the people who bring them to life. You need to establish and nurture relationships with buyers, sellers, renters, and other investors. You have to create that network. Perhaps a deal will last only for a couple of months and that buyer and seller will be out of your life. But there are certain relationships which can last a very long time and will bring you many benefits along your investment career. These relationships often lead to repeat business, referrals, and opportunities that might not be available otherwise. You also need to be able to communicate effectively. Clear and emphatic communication is crucial. By understanding the perspectives and emotions of others, I can negotiate better deals and resolve conflicts more effectively. Furthermore, you need to tailor those solutions. Each person involved in a real estate transaction has unique needs and concerns. By recognizing and addressing these, I can craft solutions that are beneficial for all parties, leading to smoother transactions and better outcomes. Last but not least is market intuition. Now, my experience with people has also sharpened my intuition about market trends and property values. It's the people that tell me what's going on in the market. Meeting more people means that I have a better understanding of what's going on. Human behavior often drives market changes, and being attuned to these patterns allows you to anticipate and capitalize on opportunities. Now, understanding human nature is the key to unlocking real estate wealth, no doubt. Here are a few strategies I used to harness this knowledge. Number 1, active listening. Pay attention to what the people are saying, and often more importantly, what they don't say. This provides valuable insights into their true needs and motivations. Second, empathy and patience. Real estate transactions can be stressful. Showing empathy and patience helps build trust and makes the process more pleasant for everyone involved. Getting stressed will never help. Third up is education and transparency. You need to educate your partners and clients about the process, and being transparent builds, of course, confidence and trust, leading to more successful deals. Up fourth is leveraging technology. You need to utilize all the tools and platforms that facilitate better communication, and data analysis helps in understanding and predicting human behavior in the market as well. So use your phone, use all the data that you can find in order to be a successful real estate investor. Now let's wrap this up. While real estate is about tangible assets, it's the people who make these investments valuable. By understanding human nature and building strong relationships, I've been able to unlock wealth and create opportunity that go beyond the physical properties, and so can you. Now, I want to thank you for tuning in to the Real Estate Beast podcast. If you have any questions or want to share your own experiences, feel free to reach out. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we will explore more insights and strategies for successful real estate investing. Until next time, happy investing.